Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. So great to be with you tonight, Thursday, February 9, 2023. Great to be with you guys tonight. If you're new, do me a favor and launch your camera app, point it to the QR code, touch the yellow ellipse, and you'll be pointed over to my link tree with lots of great um, stuff that can help improve the quality of your life. All right. We start on a Saturday and we roll all the way through the week and we finish on a Friday. And so we have a lot to talk about tonight. And if you're coming back, welcome back, my friends, colleagues, wonderful associates. I appreciate you so much for being here and being part of this show, and absorbing this great information and supporting me. And I also want to thank you that keeps coming back and watching us on the replays. That's 1 a.m., 6 a.m., 2 a.m., 11 p.m. at night, 6 p.m., 1 p.m., or whatever time works for you, so that you can soak up this great information. Let's get to our master topic, everyone. Are you ready? I know I am. Here we go, everyone. Our master topic for this evening is how to know when and how to trust. Series 2. Show 6, episode number 6. So how do we read that? Okay, series 2 means we're in year 2, show 6, and we're in episode 6. There's always 7 episodes, part of one show. So pretty easy there. And so when we think about trust, some of you might cringe. I know. I don't mean to make you cringe, but seriously, it's about understanding something, right? Understanding what's going to make a difference in your life and knowing that trust is that component that is going to help you to be really, really good. All right. Okay. So knowing that trust is something that's going to work with you, knowing that it's something you're going to build upon, you're going to want to make trust the best that you can make it. I mean, I think that's really how trust works. But why is it, I have to ask you, that trust falls apart? Because it does sometimes. Relationships, personal, business. Why does it fall apart? I think it falls apart because there's an expectation by one party to be more than they are, and they're not giving. So it's not a two-way street, right? It's always like take, take, take. The other reason I think that relationships, or I should say trust, doesn't work or falls apart is where you are right now, okay? And where you're trying to go seems like it's so far in the future. Why are you in a rush? That's my first question to you. Why are you even in a rush? Because if you're in a rush, you're not going to go anywhere. And you're probably going to get yourself so upset and so angry because nothing seems to go your way. Trust has to flow, very similar to the way a waterfall flows. When we have trust, we have a continuity, we have a relationship, we have a concept, we have a product, we have a project. Without that, we have none of this. So the question you probably might ask me, John, is how the heck do you build trust? Because trust sounds like it's a pain in the butt. Well, again, it's not something you order online and are going to basically have in 5 seconds. Okay? It's not. But trust will make a difference in your life if you treat people with the trust that you would expect. So, knowing where you are right now, and let's say somebody new in your life and you're trying to build trust with them, but they don't return even one iota of even a partial amount of trust. Where do you go? Well, I think you have to understand that some people don't want to be part of your trust circle. You're just going to have to deal with that. Now, that might change down the road, but then again, it won't. And you can't live your life waiting for someone else to change and be part of your trust circle. What's a trust circle? That's someone that you share things that are very personal to you. Someone that you can confide in, someone you know that's not going to judge you, someone that is going to help you, support you at any single level in life. Now, that might sound a little bit wacky, but it's not. It's not wacky at all. It is the truth of what happens when we put our intention forward and we put our good karma forward. We start to create a package of trust. A package. What is this? Christmas? The holidays? No. A package of trust is something that people want to have in their lives. If you knew tomorrow that 4 people you were trying to befriend suddenly trusted you, right? That would mean something to you. It would. It would definitely mean something. But what? I would tell you that it means that they're in harmony with you. They're in harmony with you. So if somebody's in harmony with you, then that means that you're trusting them. Well, not necessarily, but if they're in harmony with you, then you're at least communicating. In order to have trust, we need to have a continuous amount of communication. A continuous amount of communication. And if we can understand what that means, and other people can understand that expectation, then I feel we've got something pretty special in our life. And so, if trust was never formed and you're building it slowly, chances are you're going to have trust for many, 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 many years. Many years. But if you've done something to damage that trust, then it's going to be hard for you to understand. It's going to be hard for you to realize what trust is about. So when you do something for someone and they say thank you, does that mean you have trust? No. Trust means that you can confide in that person. It means that you as a person understand who they are. Who they are. So who is somebody? Why is somebody being a certain way? Why is somebody acting a certain way? And I think what you're going to conclude is that they are just trying to know if the water is too cold or is it too hot. So we take temperatures, not just of others, but we take temperatures of ourselves. How do we feel in that situation? Do we feel comfortable? Let me give you an analogy. Let's say you're asked to get up and speak before a group. Many of you might scream and panic like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. But when you understand what trust is, and you know that the people you're getting in front of are going to support you, you might be more willing to get up and talk with them. You might not. But are you comfortable to get up in front of them? Even though you might get nervous, are you comfortable enough to at least try to get in front of them? If I said to you, I trust the cars on the road while I'm driving, what does that mean? It means I trust that they're going to drive the best way. But you always want to be a defensive driver. So I do trust that they're probably going to be okay, but I'm still on my guard that if something goes wrong, I got to be able to react. Yeah, I got to be able to react. And when I react, life happens. Life is this, call it enigma, okay? Because it's confusing sometimes. A maze where we don't necessarily know why we're doing something until we finished it. Now, that might sound really wacky, but sometimes we don't know why we're doing something. And sometimes we get led into a path and we change our path midstream, not because we're bad, but we do it because we know that there is a difference. And that difference is going to be shown upon and to us. All right. If we think about trust, of a, let's say walking. Maybe you broke your leg. And, or let me do one that everyone has to them. Let's talk about riding on a bicycle, right? When you were younger, you learned to ride on a bicycle. Now, when you started riding on the bicycle, there were training wheels put on there. And then as you started to trust your balance, right, you started to know how to pedal and keep the bike pretty level because you started getting practice, right? Later on, those training wheels came off. And then you had to balance the bike yourself. But you had the feeling of how the bike should feel when you're pedaling it. And I remember the first time the training wheels came off, it felt a little bit different. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you just sort of pedal. And the bike stayed straight. And then you started to realize that you could stop the bike, you could start the bike, and you could still be safe, knowing how to put your your butt over the seat of the bike, knowing how to stop, and knowing when it was time to put your foot down when the bike was going to stop. Right? You learned how to balance, and once you learned how to balance riding a bike, you never forgot that. All right. So the key ingredient for tonight about trust is balance. If you're not balanced, you're going to have no trust. You're going to have one side stronger than the other, and somebody eventually deciding to just leave. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, been a pleasure, been an honor to be with you this amazing evening. I hope you'll like, love, support the channel. Definitely tag your friends, colleagues, associates. Comment below. Go to my YouTube channel, John Space E Space MLY Space Serial Entrepreneur. Look for that key phrase to help keep our content free. Make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a bowl of fruit, or a savory dessert. We'll be so grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, empowered content to change your life. Thanks so much for popping in. I'm going to see you guys real soon. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the night. And remember, trust starts with you before it can start with someone else. Take care, everyone.